Hey guys, Albie here, and I'm going to be going over a guide to help you get exotics and classified gear items. I'd like to give credit to Pwn Star for Hire. He gave me the original idea to make this video. His video contains the original guide to getting this farm done. I'd also like to give credit to Eric6, my friend Matt, HeyGibo, and F Society. F Society is the one that gave me tips to complete the farm quickly. In this video, I'm using my defense build, which contains a Barrett's Bulletproof Vest, a Spec Ops pack with Resourceful, and 4 pieces of defense. This really helps because you can heal yourself with the Resourceful bag, and your shield's pretty strong enough to begin with. And with the increased firearms, you can clear waves pretty decently. You want to start at Pier 93. It's going to give you the best results, as the crate to get the exotics and classified items is relatively easy to get to. You're going to want to continue until Wave 4. That's where you have to experience your first data breach. Here, I'm just adding some tokens to the door. That way, when the time comes, I can get through it quicker and not have to worry about wasting time. One thing to remember about data breaches is that it takes an entire minute to secure them. In order to make things a little bit easier later on, I recommend staying in this room for a little bit. Keeping in mind it takes a minute to cap the secured data points, you want to leave with enough time to get to those locations and then a minute in order to cap. You can wait till a minute 30 is left to do it. I do recommend, however, leaving a bit earlier just to be safe. Wave 5 is your first boss wave. Start making your way towards the corridor. Here I get a bit hung up because the boss spawns right here. You can honestly ignore the AI, as when you make it to the corridor, they'll just respawn in a different location. Because my backpack doesn't have additional ammo capacity, I'm going to restock here. And then I'm going to switch my support station from the revive one to the one that gives me ammo. From here on out, I'm going to try to stay in this corridor. All the AI will spawn in front of you as long as you're at that back corner that's right behind me. In this case, it's okay to venture out to get the drones, as AI won't spawn behind you. But in later waves, this could be a bit risky. Thus, doing this with a group is very beneficial. What can also be risky is killing AI and drones in the lower area, as this puts you further away from the corridor and in some cases may make it more difficult to get resituated. From here on, you're going to spend your time in the corridor. You can have a healer in the back where I was currently standing and have the station where I put it. If you throw a mobile cover where I'm currently standing, you can have 3 people sitting comfortably in defensive positions, shooting all the enemies. With the 3 damage builds, these waves will go extremely fast. After this is another data breach. You want to be careful not to wait too long, as it could be difficult to fight your way out of the corridor. Just remember, give yourself a full minute to secure the area. Here I leave one enemy alive, so that I can go get myself situated in the corridor again. Here you can also see that the enemies will teleport when you get too far away from them. Wave 9 you have to be careful, as it is the contaminated event. Having a reclaimer is really helpful here, especially one with high electronics, so that the healing is strong. Here you see me make a mistake. I wandered too far forward. Wandering far forward allowed an enemy to spawn behind me. If I wasn't paying attention, I would have been in trouble. At wave 10, you want to make your way to the crate. Now here, I just get the crate, grab my item, and die. If I were to survive through wave 10, I would have gotten a tier 2 cache. The important thing is to get there before wave 11. If you were to farm the enemies by getting the data breaches later and letting the boss die right at the last second, you would have had enough points to open it twice. One last thing, I recommend doing this with a pretty empty backpack. The more space you have, the more consecutive runs you can do. In addition, when you have a large group, a group of 4, you can get multiple field proficiency caches. In this, you get 2 per level up.